What does a $3.4 million home look like in Nashville, Tennessee, but also feel like a Caribbean vibe? I'm Erika Kurre. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Living in Nashville, where I'm going to take you through this historic home here in the Belmont, the Hillsboro area. And we are going to show you what the inside of it looks like, the amazing outside patio that makes you feel like you are in the middle of Key West. So come with me. This property is a huge oasis. This front porch, a lot of the home is original to its 1902 build. You can even see in the porch the beadboard ceiling, and what is not original has been restored in a way so that it's consistent with the original build. But you can see in this oasis, it is all fenced in with a private gate leading out to the street. This is a street here in this Lipscomb, Belmont area that is very much in high demand because it is so close to everything Nashville. And in fact, Clifton Lane is on a bike route to downtown Nashville. So people who like to walk, who like to be accessible, easily accessible to restaurants, entertainment, everything downtown Nashville, this is an ideal location. But to have the extra historical integrity here of Nashville is really something special. Clear down to the details of the doors. These doors and windows are original with the home, and these windows actually open as well. And so let's go inside through the door, even though we've been told children in the past, neighborhood children have come and gone through the little windows because they're just such a cool touch. So let's take a look through the door itself. See how these windows latch? Open and unopen. I won't open them today because it's really warm outside. We're in the middle of summer in Nashville. But looking down at the floors, you can see the original floors are still here with the floor vents. Remember how they used to make homes with the floor vents like that in the middle of the floors in these early 1900s builds. What I really appreciate about this home too is it has been updated, but this is all part of the original structure, and you can see how tall the ceilings are. These are probably, if I had to guess, maybe 15-foot ceilings. Very, very tall doorways, taller than a lot of the brand new construction that we see today and that we put in these elevated, upgraded luxury homes. But this dining room that you see here is very much consistent with the parlors that we would see in these older homes as well. And this has been relatively untouched. The fireplaces still exist in almost every room in this house, and you can tell that they are original to the home. And I love how details like this have been so preserved with its integrity. You can also see here, speaking of the historical integrity of this home, they have diaries from the original people who lived in this house till the 50s, and then architectural drawings of when the home has been updated and still trying to keep with the natural and the existing style of the home. And all this, I imagine, will convey when this home sells. Through this doorway, you can see the grand staircase, which is what you also saw walking in through the main entry of the home in the entry foyer. This is a beautiful staircase, leads to all 4 bedrooms of the house, and we will go up there in just a little bit. On the other side of the entry foyer, you come into this formal living room, and as you can see, all the original windows do still exist. They're the same sort of latch that you saw on the front door. And when you walk past through here, there used to be a door here. The owner tells us that they ended up sealing that off because around this way, they made a powder room, which was not on this main level at all with the original structure of the home. Though this is still part of the original structure of the home, it's just been reworked to be more functional for modern day living. And then you go through this buffet type area, and this is built in, beautiful piece of woodwork, which opens up now to the grand kitchen of this house. Now, the original kitchen was in this location, but it was only about a third of the size of what it is now. All of this has been built on, it has been added to, it has been modernized, as you can see, and it's basically, since the 1990s, part of this home renovation that has turned into what it is today. This enormous island is so perfect for family gathering, for entertaining, to have all of the people you love around you while you're cooking, while you're getting everything ready, while you're entertaining. You've got this huge pantry space over here that adds to the food storage in this home, along with a commercial size refrigerator, freezer, and then all this natural lighting behind me between an original window, you've got doors, and then the addition of these accordion doors that lead out to the back entertainment space. And it is so cool to watch these doors open and really visualize what an indoor-outdoor entertainment space could be in this home. This back porch and this outdoor entertaining space is what really takes me back to Key West, especially to Ernest Hemingway's home. As you look through all of the detail of this back porch, these type of porches are so typical for something you would find in the Caribbean islands. Key West, Ernest Hemingway's house, all of these features are very much what was channeled for the inspiration behind this renovation. You have this beautiful dining room set, this area, this patio, two-tier looking over this pool deck with the pool house and the entertainment space back here. I'm told when the seller had an idea in mind for their renovations that they had Caribbean architecture as the inspiration for how they wanted this entire property to feel inside and out. And I consider it a huge success. Again, if you've ever been to the Ernest Hemingway house in Key West, a lot of their grounds are very much manicured like this. It is very private back here, even though you are so close to everything Nashville. And there are just tiers of landscaping, professional design back here, parking pad up here in the driveway where you could actually build a garage. That's a foundation for a garage up there. And then coming back into the entertainment space with the pool, you've got this beautiful pool, a water feature effect here. Look at the dragonflies just lapping that up. And it's a place where you could really see yourself wanting to spend pretty much every day. This pool house here also has a lot of amenities for relaxation, for entertaining. You've got a refrigerator, a trash bin, a lot of storage for any of your beverages that you might want to have back here, and then a little iguana on the table on the countertop there. Special little Caribbean touch in the design here. Heading up the staircase, you can see it is just full of original hardwood floors. And then for anything in this house that they have updated or that they've tried to replace, they have been very intentional with sticking with the original character of the house and trying to maintain the design. At the top of the stair landing, you have a powder room, which actually is a full bathroom that services a couple of the bedrooms up here. That's the primary, which we will go to in a sec. But I want to show you the rest of this space up here that make up this 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath house. So you've got 3 bedrooms here that are very easily accessible with one another. And again, sticking with true character, you've got the original fireplace, a closet, tall ceilings, and then a bathroom. This particular room is ensuite with its own bathroom. And again, I love the touch of the green tiles and a lot of the features that have been preserved in this home. This is presumably the original primary bedroom, though it's been updated and is no longer. Bedrooms 2 and 3 are smaller with closets and again, fireplaces. And then when you come back out to the stair landing, you head toward the primary bathroom, but not before you get to a wet bar, morning bar we'll call it, for coffee and everything to get your day started. This lands at the laundry room. Windows that overlook the backyard space. And then we head into the primary bedroom. Now, all of these windows and doors are newer. This was all part of the renovation. The windows in the primary bedroom suite have all been custom made to fall in line with the design and the initial detailing of this home. And then walking into the primary bath space, you can see more of that detailing continued throughout the home. Large open space here with your water closet and an open shower. So much space to just relax, unwind, overlooking the backyard, but still private with how high these windows are, like transom windows. A real work of art. When you walk through this home, that's exactly how it feels. You don't feel like you're in a house. You don't feel like you're in a home. You feel like you're in someone's art project. And there is just this extra level of appreciation. And what a wonderful room to end this tour on as we talk about the relaxation and the Oasis style of this home. These doors walk out to the back patio. This is the top of the double-decker deck. You've got an incredible relaxation space here, overlooking everything. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of this Caribbean oasis here in Nashville. I just personally love homes that have character, that have style, that have a sense of an escape, an oasis from your everyday life. But this is how you live every day. This home is an incredible example of a vision for that has been made reality. I'm Erika Kurre. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Living in Nashville. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please join me for more future videos. Click the subscribe button and reach out to me with the contact information below. And I'd love to help you find your next oasis in the greater Nashville area.